I just wanted to come on here and talk about something that I thought is very important. So I'll get started here. So what I thought about is this scripture in Third John first chapter, and so it talks about the word is beloved. Didn't know if it cut me off. So it talks about how we should, beloved, I pray that you should prosper in all things, your soul prosper, and be in health. So you have three different areas. We should be thinking about, of course, our soul prospering, meaning that everything is well with our mind, our emotions, our will, our spirit, and all of that. But then also we need to be concerned about our health. Our health needs to be the way it's supposed to be. We need to be mindful of those things to optimize the body and our system and make sure we're going to be doing the right thing so we can be here long enough to enjoy the things that we might be rewarded with from our financial moves and stuff like that. So I was just thinking about this. So you got the health, you got the wellness of your soul, you got the financial wellness. And so I was like, man, you know what? I need to talk about this because it's not just about thing. It's not just about the money and the projects and the opportunity. Sometimes we can get so focused on one thing, we neglect others. So one of the things that I wanted to do, even with this channel and this brand, is kind of tweak it a little bit because I need to tell some stories and in between of what's going on in between these videos, because there's some major connections and like great relationships that I'm forming. One from the communities that are part of some of these opportunities and the people that I meet, from my church community, online community, the investor space. It's a human element and a resourceful blessing that you get like-minded who they're looking for the same thing. I mean, you got people who are looking for the multiple streams of income. You got people who are looking for the latest health and wellness products because some people got money and they're looking to buy the best equipment or the best technology or the best supplements and stuff like that. Then you got the audience of people who need extra money, who are looking for some side hustles, and they just want to learn about what's out there. And then you got the people who are hungry risk takers. They want the risky stuff. I was talking to a guy who was just on a Zoom. And the thing that's so funny, that's ironic about this, is it really doesn't matter. Like, I mean, he was a believer Christian guy, but he's into the high risk stuff. He's into what he called kind of the gambling thing with those high risk platforms that earn 12% a month. I mean, not a month, 12% a day, 15% a day. And he would just tell you straight up what's going on, what's out there. And so it's just so funny. I was just talking to him, but he said something that was very key. He spent months just meeting with people one-on-one on Zoom, just educating them, telling them about everything. And so I think when it's all said and done, when you have a heart to help people, you will make yourself available. We use the YouTube as a way to connect and get our message out there so it can be a real blessing. And not everybody is out, to scam you, or even the whole opportunity that people think from people who share platforms on YouTube. They just think they just want to make money off of everybody else. Now, of course, you can make money because you're, capitalizing off of the keywords and the tags and people the opportunities that you might post about, within the crypto space, hypes and crypto investment, passive income, all of that kind of stuff. You will drive that traffic. Thing about it, it seemed like it cut out, but I'm nowhere closer. I mean, my thing is a musician. I have my channel, Jazz Webshed. I have, over 10,000 followers over there because that's my main deal. But I can't share all the stuff that I want to share here, there. So I share it here. And then I have a music channel where I'm sharing just strictly my music, no talking or anything like that. So, but I'm just saying, I wanted to do more explaining and kind of share some stories about what's happening, because lately I've been sharing about the AO scanner, which is very powerful too, and it's uh, such a godsend, and because I've connected with the naturopathic doctors, and they have a heart for learning and helping people, and that's what I have. The same passion. I'm not as deep into understanding the whole supplement world and all the naturopathic stuff, but one thing is for sure, I like stuff that's natural. I like stuff that's organic. I like stuff that is created by God. I believe in the whole idea that God created everything, plants and ourselves, and we should be able to heal ourselves with what He created, and not, man-made stuff, because a lot of the man-made stuff is doing damage to us. But I don't want to go down that whole soapbox. But I'm just saying, I connected with a great group, and look at here. So this particular Solex company, one of the founders, is like 30 minutes away from me. That's the thing that excited me even more. And so I called and found out about that. And I was like, oh, wow, this is amazing. So I'm going to go and meet them in a couple of weeks, because they got all of that equipment, like the theta chamber, the thing that you can get in that twirls around, and it uses light therapy. It uses binaural beats. It uses vestibular motion. So I'm into all of that because I've been looking for the best technology and treatments for my son, who is dealing with autism. And so a lot of what I do in terms of the multiple streams of income and my drive and everything is to make sure I can provide my family with the best opportunities to grow, and my son the best opportunities and things that are great for him, so he could develop. Because if you just allow yourself to just by default uh, get the treatments that are just around you, you know what I'm saying, you're not going to get the best opportunities a lot of times, or the best technologies, or the best stuff. So it takes you digging a little deeper, connecting with other people who are experts or who desire to learn about the latest and greatest stuff. And then you leverage, because their experience and their resources you can tap into. You can become a part of a company, learn. Like a lot of times people will just put stuff, search for stuff on YouTube, and they won't ever buy nothing. You know what I'm saying? They'll just watch stuff pass them by, but you really miss out from the experience. Like, we've done a lot of projects over time with different groups of investors and people who are into crypto, network marketers. I've done this for over a few years now, and we've lost in things. But the beauty about even going through the losses, we still together. It's still in that pursuit, because it's more so about our belief and our mentality, what we're striving for. So along the way, we have some bumps and bruises, but we keep going. We keep learning about new stuff. We keep learning from the mistakes. We keep learning the difference between something that's probably a scam that's got a good opportunity. But still, in that, we have principles that we follow. I know for me, like, I use a class, Ecclesiastes 11, 1-6, where it talk about, in the morning sow thy seed, and in the evening withhold not thine hand, sow 7 and 8 different things, for you never know what evil be upon the earth. maybe this will bring forth something, or maybe that, or maybe they all will be good, because you never know. I mean, I did real estate. I bought some houses like in 2019, 2020. Something happened that I've never seen. That was COVID. And then folk was sitting in the houses not paying rent so they could get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Then, what was that, a couple years later, here in Texas, there was a freeze. So the house I had here, the I didn't get the heat at the top. It was a duplex. So I was just thinking they would be cool with just having some heaters, but it got extremely cold. Then it busted the pipes. I was like, man, let me sell this thing. Let me get out of this. So I ended up selling that property. I sold the one that I had in Cleveland that was remote. So I lived and I learned. I mean, the cool thing about real estate is, you can sell it. You have a property, and if it's not making sense, if you don't have the capital to put back in it to fix it up, if you don't have contractors and people that you can trust, then go ahead and sell it, get rid of it. And so I did. And this is a learning experience, but I did it. So I got things in the crypto space that's working. And, some things, well, right now, everything is pretty conservative, not too heavy, high risk. I don't have that. But with all that said, I'm going to be talking about on Monday at 6 o'clock. I'm still going to have that time. I think I'm going to try to get a Zoom in about the AO scanner, so you can learn about that with the naturopathic doctors. We're still going to talk about that. But on Tuesday, I believe we're going to do something on GS Partners, because that's one that I think is really trustworthy, because over time, while I've been in all these different things, it's been consistent. So you talking about, I think, anywhere from 16% to 20 something monthly. And so, um, yeah, be on the lookout for that. I think you can do what it does, like the new ones they have do 5% a week. So it's conservative, but it's trustworthy. You know what I'm saying? They got liquidity. They got some things in fintech. They got some things in real estate. They got some things in gaming. They got stuff in the metaverse. So, and plus their team with a bank. They got BB Swiss trading and all of that. So it's a powerhouse. So I would definitely want to offer that as something that you have in your. But so that's going to be on Tuesday. I have some other things a little bit high risk that I've found out about that I'm going to do on the back end. But once again, every time we talk about these type of opportunities that are risky, all of this stuff is risky. But we always say never risk more than you can afford to lose. Just be prepared when you get into this space. Sometimes you can lose some of your money or your crypto or all of it, but you just got to be careful. And if it's something that is too risky for you, then don't do it. Look at it as entertainment. But I got into this stuff because I was interested, and I've learned that you have to diversify, because you just never know. The stuff that looks really solid with a CEO, and the government could come and shut down, and then some that the website is all nice and it's going well. You never know what's going on the back end. You never know. But if, like, going back to that scripture, if you have your stuff spread out between different things, then maybe this will go well, maybe that fall off, but you got the things that are working will continue to go. And that's what we used to do when I was investing in mutual funds and stuff. And that's something big with Dave Ramsey. It's like have a low risk, have a medium risk, and then have a more high risk, higher return. The guys do who in the Shark Tank, they always are looking for the best opportunity to put some of their money in and get some return back. So that's what we do. And remember, it's health, it's health and wellness. It's make sure your soul and spirit is right, and also you want to make sure your finances is right and diversified. So I'm going to be talking more and not just sharing strictly about opportunities, but giving some context and taking you along the journey of what I'm learning and some of the things, people I'm maybe meeting. And we'll also let you know about some Zoom calls that's coming up. And we're just gonna try to be transparent as much as possible, so that y'all can see that I'm human, and it's a real life process, relationships that's being generated, and yeah, and plus I'm gonna keep you up to date. We're gonna meet with the there of Solex lady there, some sisters, and they got a bunch of equipment. The place is called here in Weatherford. It's called Quantum Wellness. So if you have somebody that's dealing with PTA, or if yourself, if you're dealing with something, depression, if you have a kid with some disabilities of some sort, autism or some type of neurological things. I mean, these products that we're using, the AO scanner that allows us to scan the voice, and it'll show you what's going on with the. We can get those balancing harmonics, the frequencies to listen to that coincide with the frequencies that we're resonating, because that every system, every cell in our body, has a frequency, and it's all analyzed right through our voice, just like a lie detector test. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty fascinating stuff. It's really, but I'm into that kind of thing. I'm into it. So, and I think it's been helpful. I've been playing the frequencies in my house. It's put to music. Pretty soon, I'm gonna create my own music and place those frequencies in there so that we can deal with different things. I probably end up creating a channel that's specifically dealing with those things. So if people are dealing with depression, or if they're dealing with back pain, or even autism, I'm going to create some music that will play while the tones underneath will be going through the music. So, but yeah, it's a real deal. These are like blueprint. Um, they actually have frequencies that are based on different elements or different ailments, and you can live them, and it affects your physiology and your emotions and stuff like that. So, I mean, think about it. I mean, they've been using this stuff against you, but you didn't know it. You just watched the commercials and went out and bought whatever they suggested, or you listened to the music and then you start acting out subliminally. You went out there and bought the pizza. You went to McDonald's. Like, it's always been used. It's always been there, but now we got a tool that we can use to know what we're dealing with in our system, and then know what about it. And man, and then we got a community. I'm connected with a community of really awesome, smart, resourceful, naturopathic doctors, and it's a great experience. So I'm really blessed just for being a part of it. And then yeah, I'm just sharing that, but I'm gonna still share some of these other opportunities in terms of in the crypto space, passive income opportunities. So just wanted to come on here and kind of shoot from the hip and share a little bit about that. All right. So if nothing else, if nobody has any questions, appreciate your thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I will definitely read any comments that you have, and we will see you on the next one. All right, then. Peace.